Well, hello there, everyone. Not my usual face that you're seeing. You're looking at a screen. It says lapel on it. I think I've seen the screen before though. When we did Topl the Grid Part Zero. We're back for Part One, next one in the series. A little bit different here though. We got instead of a big old Goal Zero battery, they haven't reached out to sponsor me, so switching over to a Ryobi battery this time to run our little experiment today. Don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully it goes well, but we're going to be doing a couple things a little bit differently today. Namely, we're going to have two nodes talking to each other. Also differently, I didn't prepare a PowerPoint presentation this time, unfortunately. But it would look very much like the one before, except this time we have command line arguments for our node, and they can talk to each other. Okay, so our goal today is to run Topl's blockchain node, like our new Tetra implementation, on a Raspberry Pi here that you can see, like we did last time. But in addition, we're going to run another node up on Google Cloud. And then in addition to that, doing lots of addition today, we're going to run another node here on my laptop sitting in front of me. Okay, so we're aiming to get 3 blockchain nodes all up and running, all talking to each other, all in very different locations. And we're hoping to see the Raspberry Pi can keep up and maintain consensus with the rest of the nodes in the cluster. So yeah, back for round 2 on this, and hope all goes well. You'll have to forgive me if I can't get to comments or questions right away. I'm limited on screen space. I got this this lapel one over here. It's running on the Raspberry Pi, so I only got my laptop screen to work with. So forgive me if I'm a little delayed on responding, but definitely feel free to ask any questions or share any comments. Okay, so we are about to get a whole bunch of screen mirroring. I'm going to try to be real quick about it. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to add this to screen, and okay, hopefully that was real quick. I'm also going to hide that. Okay, so real quick, up on my Raspberry Pi, you can kind of see, hopefully the camera's still showing. I can't see you guys anymore, but you're looking at a big blue screen and then hopefully another big blue screen on the right. So this is the Raspberry Pi. Unlike last time, I went and got a capture card, a little USB one, so now I don't have to broadcast from the Raspberry Pi up to StreamYard. Because as it turns out, that took a pretty hefty portion of the power consumption of the Raspberry Pi. It was just for streaming. So now it's just a Raspberry Pi. It's not really doing anything special. Real quick though, I wanted to show that unlike last time, where I was connected to basically a wired connection, but still over Wi-Fi, but it was a very, very stable connection. Well, now this time I'm going to run the Raspberry Pi on Verizon, over a 4G connection. So I've got a little Verizon, whatchamacallit here, hotspot. It's connected up to the little cell towers in the area. There, well, as you can see, clearly not many cell towers, but whatever. It's still pretty good speed. I'll go ahead and run it. Pretty good speed for running on 4G. While that's running, I'll also point out we got a battery. It's just a Ryobi 18 volt series, 4 amp hour. So I don't think it's their biggest, but it's one of their larger sizes on the 18 volt. So I was testing this size earlier. I only went through a quarter of the battery doing these experiments over the course of like 3 hours. So it can run this for quite a while. I mean, in addition to powering the Raspberry Pi, it's also powering this monitor, which is also a pretty big power hog. Okay, so I think we see here, I think this is upload speed, but it's pretty respectable. Our goal is to run a blockchain node on these speeds, over 4G, and also on a very low power machine, Raspberry Pi. And again, this little setup right here, it's all like these three things, the 4G hotspot, the Raspberry Pi, and the little monitor here are all running off of a battery. Okay, so now that we did that, I don't know why it thinks I'm in Vermont. That's hilarious. I'm not. Somewhere else. Anyway, back on our Raspberry Pi. So last time we did this demo, spent, I don't know, like half the time just compiling Bifrost, which took like an enormous amount of CPU. It's like very resource intensive. This time I pre-compiled it. I'm not even going to bother trying to run it in a Docker container. I just created a jar and I put it in this little temp directory here so it's easy to reference. Okay, so Bifrost node, Tetra, blah, 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 blah. Unlike last time, now we have command line arguments. So we can actually change the runtime behavior of our node, like just using command line arguments. We also have configuration files, so we can change the behavior of our node through configurations. But real quick, I'll just run the default mode of it. So Java -jar Bifrost, and then just going to hit tab. And no command line arguments, just going to run it, like normal. And again, it's not going to be talking to anyone. There aren't even going to be transactions in the system, but it's just going to run a node and hopefully not crash, because that would be super embarrassing. Okay, so it's running. And it is minting blocks. So minted header, and then adopted header, and then minted another header, and then it adopted it. Really glad that it's adopting its own headers. It would, be really sad if it didn't. Okay, so we got a happy node. It's running. It's making a block, I'd say every 5 seconds or so. Once every 5 seconds. And that's because I intentionally slowed things down a bit for this demonstration compared to like what the default is up on the normal Tetra branch. So our slot duration, instead of being 100 milliseconds, is, just pop over to this thing here, is now 500 milliseconds. That's what we're running on. And that results in a block every 5 seconds under this configuration. Okay, so now that we've got a happy blockchain node running on our Raspberry Pi, I guess, this is probably going to go real well. I can't see the screen, so I don't know what y'all are seeing, but I'm just going to try to show power consumption of our Raspberry Pi, showing 2.1, 1.8. That seems low. Yeah, that's a little better. 2.7, 2.4, 2.1. So, not a tremendous amount of power. That's good. How do I put y'all back? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. And we'll clear that out. Okay. So we got a simple blockchain, just a single node running on a Raspberry Pi. Not that cool. Y'all saw that very briefly last time after watching 30 minutes of SBT compiling Scala code. Lots of fun, real riveting stuff. This time, got it running on our Raspberry Pi, but in addition, I also have a little GCP instance running. So up on Google Cloud Platform, I've got just a cloud virtual machine running on kind of similar hardware to this Raspberry Pi, actually. So the Raspberry Pi, I believe, has 4 gigabytes of memory, and then it technically has a quad-core CPU in it. It's the clock frequency is very low on those CPUs, though, so it's not that special. This Google Cloud instance, also 4 gigs of memory, and then I think 2 virtual CPUs, but those are, of course, going to be clocked quite a bit higher than the Raspberry Pi. Anyway, they're roughly in the same ballpark. Anyway, very similarly, up on this Google Cloud virtual machine that I've got running, I went ahead and pre-compiled the project, and I created a jar. and we can see that we've got that jar here. I think that yeah, it should be the same commit. Yep, we're running the same jar file. So this is the jar file from GCP. It's built from this commit here, and then if I hop back over here, it's the same thing on our Raspberry Pi. So same jar instance, but it's not technically the Tetra branch. There's a branch off of it where I updated a couple settings, just for the demo. Anyway, same jar though. Okay, so I'm gonna just do the same thing real quick just to show it running up on Google Cloud. Okay, cool. Yep, starting. Yeah, I can just tell that the clock speed is higher up on this Google Cloud instance just based on the global slot indicates that it started, it started on time. Whereas when it ran on the Raspberry Pi, it started a little bit late. Okay, so it's making a block. Should be about the same speed once every 5 seconds. Roughly in that ballpark. Okay, cool. So got it running up on Google Cloud. I've got it running on a Raspberry Pi. So cool. Now, I guess just for the sake of being thorough, I'll go ahead and run it here on my laptop. Let me just remove some of these settings here. I don't want it to run with a configuration. Okay, so I'm just going to run it. This time not with a precompiled jar. I'm running it straight from IntelliJ, so like the IDE that we use, or that I use at least. Hoping it would already be built. Can't always get what we want. Okay, there we go. It's about to start. Hopefully. Come on. Cool. Okay. Okay. Oddly enough, I think my laptop is struggling the most here. It's not even minting. What's going on? Why is it using a configuration that I didn't want it to? Oh, there it goes. It took a long time. Yeah, I think my laptop is actually going to have the hardest time with it because I'm trying to stream, a camera and stream the screen and run a blockchain node. So this is definitely going to be a great demo again. Everybody buckle up. Okay. So we got 3 different nodes running on 3 different machines, running on 3 different networks. I mean, like networks, like, just one's on Verizon, one's on Spectrum, one's on whatever, like Google's super internet magic speeds. Okay, so 3 completely different locations. Well, not completely different. 2 of them are in the same spot. Okay, so our plan now, I want to have our Google Cloud node run as the staking node, and then I want the other 2 nodes to not be staking, meaning they're not making blocks. I just want one node making blocks, and then the other 2 kind of listening. The reason I'm doing that is just because of the network setup of getting ports exposed and everything. It's just easier to do that on like a Google Cloud image. So I've already got those exposed, and I've already got the IP address configured in a config file, but just for the sake of getting ready for it, this is a configuration file that I'm going to be modifying. This is the IP address of my Google Cloud instance. Please don't stream snipe me. That would be mean. That's the IP address, and then I'm going to also switch over to this thing, and we'll open up this config file. So again, same IP address. What I need to do in both of these config files is update the timestamp to whatever gets produced when I run this node here. So let me just quickly take a look at this config file. Okay, so the only thing that's really in here is just to make the bind host for the peer-to-peer layer publicly accessible. So nothing too special, but still important. Okay, so Java dash jar and blah, blah, blah. And then now I'm going to say dash dash config, and I'll pass in config.yaml and go. Go faster. There we go. Okay, now I need to copy a timestamp from, where is it? This one. I needed this timestamp. I think it's just copied now. So I'm going to hop over. I'll go plug this into there and then go ahead and launch. Oh no, I should have had this ready to go. This is not going to go well, is it? Okay, run. And then I need my Raspberry Pi to use the same number. And this is where things get fun because I have to actually type this one in because reasons. 50910974456. And if I messed any of that up, then this demonstration fails miserably. Okay. Now I got to run it on the Raspberry Pi. I know y'all can't see it because I forgot to switch the screen. Sorry about that. But I'm running the same command over here. Oh, goodness. I hope it all worked. Huh. Look at that. So my laptop connected. That's good news. And let's see how this one's doing. Oh, I hope it didn't initialize too late. Global slot of 156. That's probably, yeah, it's going to be close. This might, because there is an issue that I discovered earlier in testing today where if it needs to try to synchronize too far, then like the ADA caching mechanism has issues. Lots of fun, right? I'm sure we all know what that means. Okay, so it looks like it is catching up though, and it adopted height equals 36. Let's see what our, yeah, so this is what's running up on Google Cloud. You can see height equals 42 is where it's at. Height equals 43 is where, yep, cool. And it's tracing common ancestors. So it looks like all of our nodes are currently in sync. That is good news. Yep, as you can see, height 47. And again, my laptop here and the Raspberry Pi here, they are not making any new blocks. Those are all being made by the one up on Google Cloud, up in that virtual machine. But they're able to talk and communicate. So next stretch goal of the demo, because I honestly didn't think that I was going to reach this far without issues. So I'm totally surprised. I imagine everyone else is too. So we'll go ahead and hop to this next part where we're going to add in some transactions to the system. It's just going to generate, I'm just going to generate a new transaction, kind of a dummy transaction, nothing special. Going to generate a transaction every 10 seconds. Okay, so we'll go ahead and run this. And I should also note this little tool that I'm going to run here is talking to the node running on my laptop. So this stuff here that you see, that's the node running on my laptop. And I'm going to have this utility also talk to the node running on my laptop. But if you remember what I just said, my laptop's not making any new blocks. So our goal here is for the transactions being generated and being sent to my laptop to be gossiped up to the Google Cloud instance and have them, and have that node include them in blocks. Okay, so broadcasting transaction ID, and we'll see. Okay, so our local node received it, 23EV, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, did we, there's no way we're gonna be able to see this, but you could see that it's receiving transactions on the Raspberry Pi. So that's good news. And then we'll just look, so on Google Cloud, Okay, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here. I was hoping that some of these transactions would be included in blocks. It is receiving transactions, but I'm not seeing any go into blocks. So that is unfortunate. I mean, we can see what's going on in the mempool, I guess, because I got another little utility. Debugging demonstrations on the fly. This is how life goes sometimes. Okay, so this is just going to print out the transactions that are currently sitting in the mempool of my laptop's node. And somehow they're being cleared out. Like they're being processed. I'm confused. Yeah, it just disappeared. Like all of these. Oh, wait, just kidding. It is including transactions. I just wasn't seeing them. Okay, so that block included that transaction right there. I just missed it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, the demonstration didn't go miserably. You can see this block included another transaction. And this transaction here. Oops. I know y'all can absolutely read this. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat or comments or anything. So if it's bad, I apologize. Yeah, it's including transactions in blocks. And I don't know. I mean, we could just run this until it crashes. I guess that would be fun. Or I mean, since we have so much time, I could go through the process of like installing things up on a GCP VM and see if we can connect it up to this node again. I'm just gonna hop in, take a quick look, see what's going on in the chat, which means it's going to screen mirror a bunch for a second. Let me remove that. Okay. I'm also gonna take a sip of water. Sorry.
Hey, Sean. I'm sorry. I was listening on mobile.
Perfect. Hey, James. How's it going?
I was wondering if we if we have time, do we want to could I try to join the network?
Yeah, if you want to. Might as well roll the dice. Try to break it, right?
Yeah, heck yeah. Why not? I mean, I think Hans here. Hans, if you want to, I mean, if you're interested, I don't know if you're in a position where you could. Dude, I can't believe it worked like so seamlessly, Sean. You undersold the heck out of that, man. We're 26 minutes in.
I know, like you have to understand. Like I'm kind of in shock. I can't really express like it. I wasn't expecting it to go like that.
Dude, it was Sean. You made it look so easy, man. Okay, what am I doing? What see we get which I'm sorry, which branch am I pulling?
Well, here. So how about I can reshare my screen, or actually, no. I mean, maybe you could share your screen, and I'll just like walk you through what you need to do. Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, just me. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so you already have SBT and like JDK11 installed, but for other users or for other people who might be hopping into the stream, that is like one of the prerequisites that you would need. You need to install JDK11 at least, and then you also need to install SBT.
I think we have. I feel like we have a reasonable. I don't. I will admit to. There should be improvements. I will admit to that. We are working on that. But I feel like this is. I think these are up to date.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is what I would personally do. I use SBT right now.
Do we want to change? I'm sorry. I know we maybe haven't updated these since we decided to. Like, do we still want to recommend Growl, or like maybe we want to talk about that?
But yeah, well, so like Grail is still on like all the dev stuff or for Dion.
Okay.
It's only Tetra that we switched. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. But yeah, but this should work. Install SE. I would also highly recommend doing. I mean, for any like newcomers or people who want to like who see this later or whatever, like please like Java. I don't know. Just SDK man makes it so easy to manage your Java instances or your Java environments and the Mbus too. the SPT install in Ubuntu. Yeah, I don't know. That was like 3 words mixed together to one. It's not even that feels like a triple version of a portmanteau. I don't know. Is that a thing? Anyway, so yes. So all right. So I think we're here. I started an SPT server on accident. I was really just trying to show which version of SPT I had. And also I have Java 11, so but I'm gonna what are the
yeah, so today's branch is called broadcast -10 -6 -22.
I pulled already. There it is. Okay. All right.
Okay, cool. And now, so I've just been assembling a jar. Oh wait, no, yeah. I mean, you could just run it right from IntelliJ.
I mean, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I was just pulling up IntelliJ to make sure. What do you think's easiest?
I think IntelliJ is fine.
Okay.
Want
to do it this way?
Okay, so yeah, hop over to or look for node tetra dot scala, or sorry, node app dot scala.
Yeah.
And that'll take you to the run configuration.
Node source.
You'll be looking for node tetra.
Oh, node tetra. My mistake. Thank you. Source. Scala. App. No.
Node app. Yep. There we go.
All right.
Okay. Now IntelliJ is still trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So this is always the fun part. Waiting for SPT. Come on. There we go. Nice.
This is so pretty, man. Ugh. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get over it. I think. I hope I never actually get over it because it feels like magic to write code like this. And code already feels like magic. Right?
Indeed.
It's basically the closest thing we have to it. All right. So sorry, I was just looking. I wanted to get a sense of the whole app. Just running. I'm doing the run.
Yeah. Let's just try running. Single node, not connecting. Just get it compiled and everything.
Just. Yep. I went with the base config. Oh yeah. I just want to see if. Oh yeah. We'll just compile and see if I can. Where's SPT? Nope. I don't know what those are. I don't know how much stronger my computer is than Raspberry Pi. Actually, this thing's like it's very old. I need to. It's kind of like embarrassingly old. It's a bit embarrassingly old computer. These monitors, I love the fact that I have so many of them because it like when I first got them, I was like, oh, real estate. It feels so good to like have pixels to like put things. Maybe that's when I should have realized like I might have ADHD.
I like having tons of monitors.
Me too. Oh, it's so nice.
My computers don't, but
Hans, like I don't. Have you migrated? I know we're just. Have you migrated yet to having multiple like windows organized on a single screen, like in quadrants or in halves or anything, or do you still have like full screen applications?
me personally, I'm usually full screen, but I'll do half and half.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
that's like the most I go. Hans, like even on my like nicest monitor I have at work, or like in the office, I still only do full or halves. And I saw Hans doing the 4 the other day, and I was like, oh, it's a really nice way to do it. I just don't know. I know we're getting there. I just don't know. Like, oof. I was just getting used to. Maybe it's that I'm getting old. Maybe that's what I'm really like lamenting is because it hurts my eyes, and it reminds me of getting old, and I don't like thinking about it, so I'm complaining.
If you remember back when we did the code with me's and stuff, like way back in the day, we were screen sharing the text, and everyone's like, "Can you make the font bigger every time?" And so you'd have to go and update the settings. And eventually, I just left it, and I was like, "Wait, this is so much better. My eyes hurt like way less now. I'm definitely getting old, aren't I? This is not good." It's fine though.
I do like your. I'm kind of jealous of your. I really like your background with the really subtle Topl in the background thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
It pretty much fits with like your understated mystique, Sean. What happened? Oh, no. Shutting down JVM since fatal error in 4Java. Launching with node, running coordinate shutdown with reason, actor system terminate reason.
Forgot to compile things.
No class found. Oh, do I just not have the gRPC or something? Or did it just literally not? Okay, okay. Let's try and do this then. What if we clean? Right, that's how we do it. Right. I'm like, okay, clean. Not clear. What am I on?
Yeah, maybe it's best to just like build the jar like I did.
Oh, you want SB? Is it just you want SBT or just a symbol?
So it'll be node tetra, like capital T.
Space dash.
No space, no dash.
Oh, like this. What's that? Camel case.
Slash assembly.
Look at this. Tiny. Oh, it didn't make the. Okay, I think I got it. That's right. It didn't make the input line bigger. It made everything else bigger. I've always did this. Maybe.
I still want to just get rid of semantic DB from our build SBT.
What is, I guess I maybe just okay, but it errored. Do you think it's maybe a bad dependency, or like I should clear my caches?
I mean, so one thing you could do is just like go all the way to terminal, like not use IntelliJ or SBT, like
Yeah.
the SBT console.
Yeah.
And if you do RM space -R asterisk / target. Yeah, this just gets rid of all the target folders. It's like like running SBT clean, but better.
Right. That's it, right? Good.
Yep, all good.
Okay. Aren't there some like nested ones though? That do you only need to get rid of the or wait, does this do it recursively? Like it goes all the way down?
Yep, that's what the asterisk is doing for you. Yep.
I was been using some way more complicated command than this.
I was too for the longest time. Like I was probably using the same one from Stack Overflow that you were,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was like, wait, that
every time. Dang it! Oh, you just saved me like 30 minutes or like 15 minutes every month or something.
Because you got to go and look it up on Stack Overflow every time, right? Yeah, I know the drill. Don't worry.
You just love it. Okay, anyway.
Okay. Now we could just do SBT space and then node tetra / assembly like before.
Tetra / yes. This I mean, while we're waiting on this, can you like? I mean, I have a description of what I would say with the assembly, like what an assembly is, or how it's different than like when you do compile. But I don't know. Like, do you think that's worth? Basically, the whole point of like an assembly is it's like a self-contained jar, right? Or like a self-contained thing. Instead of having a normal like build jar will still like download all the extra dependencies, and an assembly jar will just like contain all the dependencies.
Right. Yep. It's as you said, self-contained. I call it a fat jar because it produces a really big jar file.
Yeah. It's going to put everything in temp, right? And I need a. Do you have a YAML file that I should? Or do you have like a format I can get from somewhere? Are you going to want me to use it to configure the YAML file, or do I only need to put in the timestamp?
Here, I can send you my YAML file on. Do you have two monitors, or is it gonna like?
Yeah, I've got.
So I threw something in. It didn't give you any new lines, so that's not gonna format nicely at all. How else could I send this to you without having to open Slack?
I mean, I can
open Slack.
this is fine. I mean, I can do it from here. Where should I put this? In the root to the project, the Bifrost folder?
You could put it anywhere. You just need to be able to reference it by file name, like by path. So easiest is just wherever you're gonna run this from, like the Bifrost root directory.
Yeah. Is it 2 spaces?
I do 2 spaces. I don't know if it matters. I think it just matters that you're consistent.
Big bang at the top.
Yep.
This,
timestamp underneath Big Bang. And same with local staker index.
This?
Yes.
Sorry. Yep. Form, yeah. All right.
All right.
Build servers are becoming a thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll have like the Docker node published up on Docker Hub for Tetra. I don't think it's there yet though. There might be.
I mean, look at this. I'm sorry. Bifrost build. We're trying SPT. We're like really doing our best. We don't need your I don't need this level of
like Thomas the Train
insistence. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was just saying maybe we can. This is just a good proof of why it takes so long to build things, of to do software development.
Yes, indeed. Especially in a language like Scala.
Yeah.
Doing good software development usually also means waiting for the compiler to do the thinking for you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and at least we can do the thinking up front, and save a lot of thinking. I prefer to do all my thinking now, and then not have to think when I actually start doing things. When you machine stuff, right? You put all your thinking into the making or into design of the figure, because you don't want to think when you're making the thing. When you're actually at the mill, you don't want to think about it. You just want to do. Sorry,
you don't want to think at all.
Yeah. Well. All right. So Java jar.
Yep. And then it's gonna be. Yeah, you're gonna have to dig through the target. So it's going to be node dash tetra / target / Scala _ 213. And then you're gonna have probably maybe just one. Huh.
Yeah, I don't. Well.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you want to try running just this, and we'll see if it works.
Ooh, we should only have one, right? We delete all the target folders. Right?
Oh yeah, true. We did clear it all out. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
Come on, do something.
Taking sweet time. Let's go take a look.
Come on.
How we're doing?
Come on. Make a block.
Boy.
Come on, make a block. Why hasn't it done anything?
Nope. Minted header. Adopted block.
Wow, it took 50 slots for it to make a block. That's weird. I don't understand. Okay, well, I mean, it's making blocks at least, so.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and cancel it. I'm also going to just restart. Well, I mean, we could find out what happens when it tries to I'm pretty sure I've hit issues today trying to synchronize a longer chain like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see if we're to cause the bug, just to see what happens, and then we can restart it if you want. If they're still running.
Yep, it's still going. Okay, so same command that you just ran, but
I'm sorry, I was trying to make sure. Oh, what is happening? Well, is this all we need? Is this the right timestamp and everything?
Yeah, it's this. I think it's the same timestamp. Yeah, it's one that I've got currently in use. So hopefully, yeah.
So I just need this, and then dash config, and then / broadcast. If I can spell. This.
Yep. And now we all cross our fingers.
What would happen when you? I can't. Oh my goodness, Sean. I really appreciate your that you're just so good at how to you.
Wait, no, because it's gonna crash. I don't.
No, whatever. No, man, just the ease with which it just makes sense, right? The things I want to do, you've already been yeah, of course you want to do those things, and you enable it, which is just so valuable to me. Look at this. Oh, look at it go. Yes. Oh, damn it.
Yep. Yep. It's something with the ADA calculation.
Okay.
Like so that the ADA stuff, it predates the event source tree concept. So I
Yeah.
want to redo the ADA calculation using the event source tree.
Okay.
It would just make so much more sense that way.
Honestly, it might be one of those things of, okay, so I should kill this and we're gonna.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny, Sean, is you literally, like, that was, we just experienced, like, on a stream. Remember how, like, I told you at some point, like, you've been the adversary this whole time, and introducing network delay was like the first time you'd actually really been honest. It was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like a demonstration, or like a realization of this, like, kind of theoretical thing that we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
So literally, this is kind of the same thing, insofar as, like, we just hit the, like, idea of lifting to multiple epochs. Because that's what happened. We had an error. Like, we had a process that we thought would let us lift to multiple epochs, and, like, let the protocol, like, as soon as we were able to, so we showed that we could run in the static protocol, right? And then the next thing you want to do, like, in a security analysis, is say, like, we can take the security analysis from the static protocol and then say that it doesn't change when I lift into multiple epochs. So it's like the same kind of thing, but, like, I don't know, I'm saying that crossing that barrier is the idea of, like, lifting to multiple epochs. So I'm sorry. Anyway, it just was funny to me that it keeps happening. So it's like it feels like we're reliving the papers, or like we're engineering our way through the papers.
Timescales are nasty. Big ones are, at least. Even well, actually, the slots were kind of difficult too.
Yeah.
Initially. Okay, I'm going to start a whole new one. Restarting on GCP. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did you want to share? Or do you want me to just keep?
Nope. You can keep sharing. I'm just going to. Oh man, this is going. It's like really struggling. No. Did I get it? I think I got it. The timestamp itself.
Thanks, sir.
And hopefully this works. I'm going to try reconnecting my nodes.
Same IP, right?
Same IP.
Can I start it, or should I wait?
Yep. If you updated the config, it's good to go.
Alrighty. Woo-wee!
Heck yeah.
Nice. Dude. Look at it go.
Okay, now for fun, I'll throw some transactions in the mix.
Cool. All right.
Getting that up here.
Look at all that info about a Topl blockchain.
Yeah. I need to move some of these to different spaces. But I think, like, yeah, all of those would be coming from the peer-to-peer, or the blockchain peer handler. So.
I'm sorry, say again?
All those logs should be coming from the blockchain peer handler, not from the Topl blockchain.
Oh, I see.
Look at that, transactions.
Ooh. Oh, it didn't. Why isn't it gossiping it to me?
What do you mean? Like it did just gossip. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. So that one just gossiped to you.
Well, I was saying do we have? Are we preemptively gossiping ever? Or are you only doing it like retroactively, like once you get the header?
No, I mean, like the log message that you're looking at, the line right below it, it's saying that it put that into the mempool. So like it hasn't even gone into a block yet. So it's like it is technically pre-gossip.
It just happened to be after the line. Oh, I see. Okay. My mistake. I see.
Nope, no problem.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, header transaction. Of course, they must be associated. Yeah, it's not. That's not. It goes. header, then body, right? Yeah, fetching remote body, and then the remote body should go to. We crossed an era. Look at. I'm sorry, we crossed an epoch. I mean, so this time, see in this instance, we were able to lift to multiple epochs. Dude, yes.
I'm so happy that it worked. I didn't think it was gonna work.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely rolled the dice. I was like, yeah, we'll introduce 4G. That'll go well. Oh yeah, also introduce Google Cloud Instance. I'll set up a public IP for that. That'll go well. Yeah, totally.
I mean, do you want to? I kind of want to push it. We have 7 minutes.
What, off a cliff? Or
No. Well. What are we at? Like, how is the Raspberry Pi? I'm sorry. Is it just me in the GCP node, or is it all three of us? Right? Or you had? Wait, is your laptop still running it? Why is it?
laptop is Raspberry Pi is not, but I can. Well, yeah. I mean, we can go ahead and watch it crash. I guess it's probably going to.
I mean, yeah. I was just curious to see, like, do you want us, like, maybe show off some network latency effects or something like that in, like, the last few minutes?
Trying to think how to. What if?
Well, I was gonna say we just.
Maybe. What if we restart and I have the Raspberry Pi also mint blocks?
Sure.
So we got
Yeah, let's
two
do it.
stakers.
Yeah.
Or we could go big, go with 3 stakers if you also want to join the party here.
I mean, I'm super interested to try to see if we can. I think if we can do 5 seconds right now, I feel like that would be a great demonstration. I'm hoping that 5 seconds is actually easy. I think fingers crossed.
Okay, so we're all going to need to update our configurations.
Alrighty.
So, here, let me. First of all, what do I need to change? I think it's like the staker count.
This is kind of a terrifying thing to be benchmarking our protocol for the first time on a live stream.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
I'm sorry. I mean, the thing is, I'm okay with doing it because I actually trust in, like, how well you have built this thing, that I think it's actually going to work out. And even if it fails, that, like, we'll learn from it and whatever. Like, that's just, failing is a part of actually engineering things, because things don't actually work out great all the time. In fact, failing is a very important part of learning how to do things well. So I wouldn't mind acknowledging if we did fail, or showing even how we failed. Sorry, did you want to show off the Pi while you kick it off, or? Oh no! Sean's battery might have just died. Sean.
I hit the back button, and now everything's gone.
Oh no!
It's all gone. It's okay. We can fix it. So yeah, I'm gonna. Well, if I present my screen, it's gonna kick you off here. So sorry about that.
Yeah, please. If you, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Oh, you don't have to stop. I think it's just okay. Okay, there we go. All right.
Cool.
Stop it on GCP. Need to edit this configuration. So you'll have to add this to yours as well. So under Bifrost, we got Big Bang, and then so the staker count. The default is 1, so that's why I worked before. I'm going to set it to 3 though.
Staker dash count, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then your local staker index is -1 right now.
Yep.
Set that to 1.
1. Oh no.
I'm gonna get this thing going here. So all my Raspberry Pi, I'm gonna have that be 2. Yep, that looks good. Okay, and so we'll hop back here. I'm just going to And oh geez, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'll try to get the timestamp and send it over to you. Actually, would you mind hitting the button to stop my or remove my screen share, real quick?
Yep, I got it.
Cool, thank you. Okay, it's so slow I cannot. It's like
Hi.
oh, this isn't even the Pi. This is the GCP instance.
Oh.
Also struggling. Okay, so that's the new timestamp. If you want to like go ahead and update yours and start running it, hopefully it connects. And I'm gonna type it in on my Pi over here manually.
Yeah. 836? No, dang it. One three eight. Yeah, 138. Oh, nope. There we go.
Oh, right. I hope I didn't make a typo.
I am off. Pre-computing VRF proofs. Preparing linear keys. P2P server running. Initializing outbound peer connection. Trace remote. Common ancestor. Height 1, slot 0. Preparing linear keys. Search eligible slots. Minted header. Height 3. Oh, just fetched a bunch of bodies and stuff. Ignoring weaker. Oh, ignoring weaker block header. Yes. Adopted head block. Trace remote. Height equals 8. Oh, okay. We're downloading sets. We're downloading like times, and I'm comparing them. So we're not staying in sync.
What's your height at right now?
Height 13, 14.
Yeah,
we're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good now. I think we started separately and we started making our own chains, and then there was a bit of. I think we're good now. I see, like now I'm not fetching more times. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what we're looking at.
Yes. Oh, so yes. Oh, Sean.
Oh, this is awesome. Why isn't my Pi minting though?
No. Come on, Pi.
At least I haven't seen it minting. It's just adopting.
I'm 1. Is the Pi 2 or 3, or is like what are we?
Yep, I'm 2.
2, yeah, okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I just minted one.
Yeah,
nice. I just minted a block.
Yeah, I see. And so I'm seeing chain selection too. Nice.
Oh my goodness, this wasn't supposed to work, folks. Oops, I didn't want to show that one. I want to show this one.
What are we doing? You said our block time is set to like 5 seconds right
now? Roughly. That's what I was estimating.
And the Pi's participate? I mean, okay, there were only 3 nodes. I know it's not like that. That's not like a crazy amount, but like, dang. That's the great part about Nakamoto consensus. It shouldn't matter.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, we're over time. I'm sorry. I want to do it anyway, though. I want to have transactions in the mix as well.
Yeah, man.
Which means I need to.
Wait, can we go fast? Like you were doing every 10 seconds before.
I could try making it go faster, but they did stop working after a while. Like something caused them to not be included in blocks any further, and then they would just expire. So like something semantic. What was I changing? Oh yeah, this needed to set that to new number. Staker count 3. Local staker index is -1 for me. Cool. And then okay, so instead of every 10 seconds, what, every 5 maybe?
I was gonna say every 1.
Every 1, huh? Let's see what happens. No, let's not do one, just because the block packer is so crappy right now.
Okay, okay.
Until Hans fixes it for me. Okay.
I just crossed into Epoch 2.
Oh no, that's probably bad news. It means that my node's probably not going to connect right. I have a feeling it's like epoch boundaries is where.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think we might have to restart.
Yeah, if we have to restart, we can save that one for the next one. Resynchronizing the time steps is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I feel like we got it was a good demo. Demo guides blessed us today. Let's put it that way.
Global slot of 657. Oh well, it fetched all the slot data, so now it's fetching headers.
Maybe it's two. Maybe it's two epochs because it's the perhaps it's related to the update
Nope.
of the pointer. Nope. Oh, damn. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it crashed in the ADA calculation again.
Well,
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
and damn fine job today. So
Cool, thanks.
yeah, man. Ah, this is so man, this is amazing, Sean.
That's exciting.
It I mean, I think it took you less than a year. I don't think you started working on this last October. Or
I think
was
it
it
was like right around when I was beginning Tetra development.
okay?
Was
So it was right
October.
around a year.
Yeah,
All right.
I think.
Look how far we came. You came in a year, man. Look how far. All right. All right. I'm gonna like let you close it out because you're way better at it than I am.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm looking at 2.1 watts being consumed on the Raspberry Pi, and this battery still 3/4. So doing well. Heck yeah, technology. All right, folks. Well, I had fun. I appreciate you all being here. I need to go find the thing that I can click on, this thing that tells you to go to Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Topl_protocol, where you can go and see our Discord, our Twitter, our LinkedIn, our Twitch, our GitHub, our YouTube, and everything else. Got a whole bunch of links there that you can check out. We're doing lots of great things. Lots of information being posted there. So yeah, hit that notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to all of our platforms. We'd love to see you again. And so yeah, that's a wrap for today. Toppling the grid. Lots of fun. Thanks for joining, James. Appreciate it. Take care, everyone.